Alright guys, I am like internally freaking out right now. That is a beautiful Canadian coin right there. Look at that mirror finish right there. It's another one of those shiny young head Canadians. So the very next roll, and I'm already seeing a shiny Canadian. Third coin in the roll is another one of those shiny young head Canadians. Let's see what we have here. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody and welcome back to Coin Quest. Coin Quest of course is a series where I take $25 boxes of pennies like this one right here, go through the rolls in the box and look for interesting and valuable coins that I can use to fill in my collection albums that I have right here. The goal of the series is to see how far I can fill out these two albums in as few boxes as possible. Today we're on box number 15 and I gotta say it's getting really difficult to find the coins that we still need in these albums. Why don't we go ahead and take a look at how far we filled them out so far. So starting on this first page, going from newest to oldest, we have just one coin that we need to find. It is the 2009 Denver presidential coin, and if we take a look at the back here, that is what the reverse side is going to look like. We found a million of these Philadelphia versions, but we haven't been able to get the Denver version yet. Now getting back into the wheat penny range, you can see that the collection gets a little bit more sparse back here, although we do have the majority of this page filled out. And then going back one more page, I think we have about half of this page filled out, and as you can see, we get further and further back, and they get much more difficult to find, especially those pre-1940s coins. So guys, on first glance, this box looks like it might be promising. I didn't find any wheat penny enders, nothing crazy, but I did find a couple of Canadian enders, and I'm thinking that this might be a nice box to find some Canadian coins for our Canadian collection today. Like I said, I didn't see any old American stuff yet, but I do see right there a 1998 Canadian, and then this one is unknown at this time. I think that's probably going to be somewhere in the 80s though. So why don't we go ahead and just jump into these first two rolls live, just to see if we get anything out of them while we're looking through it. And of course I'll show you that ender as well once we pull it out. Now guys, I don't think we need the 1998, but I figured just because a lot of people don't find Canadian coins like this in circulation, it might be cool to show. So there's the 1998 coin right there. Like I said, we don't need that, so we'll just put that one to the side and go through the rest of this roll and see if we can get anything out of the middle of it. So let's take a look here, guys. Just gonna spread it out real quick, looking for some older looking coins here. Anything in the wheat penny range would be nice. Even if I don't need it in the collection, I will pull it out. There's a really close one right there that almost made it. 1959 is actually the first year of the memorial, so that's not going to be a wheat penny, but hopefully we can get one out of here. If not, we'll just move on to the next roll. So it looks like we're not going to, guys, but wow, look at that. That's something else right there. That is a nice looking 1974 Denver, and I think we actually just got a 2009 right there as well, and that one is going to be a formative year, so I will pull that one out along with that 1974. Just put that one to the side, and we will get into this other roll right here with the Canadian ender and see what else we can get out of that one. So I'm trying this two glove technique here. Don't usually do that, but I figured, you know, these coins are pretty dirty, so it's pretty smart to try to wear some gloves when you're looking through these rolls. So that one didn't come apart very well, probably on account of the whole two glove thing, because you have a harder time getting a grip on it. But all right, here we go. Let's take a look at this coin. Canadian, and what is the year on that one? 1981. So again, we don't need that. We are still looking for the 1988 though, so I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. Now right here, guys, whoa, look at this, guys. What in the world? That is a beautiful Canadian coin right there, and it's an older one too. It's gonna be a young head, a 1959. Wow, look at that coin, guys. Look at the shine on that. That could almost be a proof. Wow. A good box for Canadians this is. Check that out. I don't even know what to say, guys. That is a really, really nice coin. Even if we already have that one, which I'm pretty sure we do, I will definitely be replacing whatever we have with that coin right there, because that is just a phenomenal looking coin. So that is just something that you don't see every day, especially not as young head. All right, guys, I think that is it for the roll. I am seeing a lot of really shiny stuff already, though. You know, even in the Americans, we got a 1978 there. This could be some sort of collection dump. If I keep seeing more shiny Canadians like that, I'll definitely make sure to let you guys know. And also might be replacing some of the copper coins that I have in the American collection with some of these nicer looking examples here. So guys, we will get on to the next roll. I will turn the camera back on when I find something else that's really cool. All right guys, after that initial 2 rolls, I went through 3 rolls without finding anything. No wheat pennies, no Canadian, no nothing. And then I got into the next one, and this is what popped out. The third coin in the roll is another one of those shiny young head Canadians right there. Look at that. And look at the shine on it too. I really think these might be proof. Somebody might have busted these out, because I can't imagine a regular coin could stay in that condition for that long in circulation. So let's see what the date is gonna be on this one, guys. Flip this over in 3, 2, 1. Another 1959. Maybe this was like a circulated or an uncirculated roll of 1959s. That's what I'm seeing so far, is that we have the same date, and we're only like, I guess 5 rolls in, about I guess maybe 6, and we're seeing this kind of stuff come out. Guys, this could be a really good box for this kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I haven't seen any wheat pennies yet, so we'll have to see if we get any of those, but I can already tell that this is going to be an amazing box for Canadian coins, because you really don't see that kind of stuff. And look at that, guys. We just got a, this is going to be one of those steel Canadians, most likely. It is that newer design. These are the ones that we need, by the way. We need a whole bunch of these. I think 5 of the ones that exist. So let's see what we have here for a date. 2011. Okay, let's check the collection on that one. I'm not sure if we have that one or not. My gut feeling is saying we don't, but it looks like we already do, guys. We have the 2011, we need the 2012 still, so we will keep looking for that. And we have another Canadian right here. Let's see what this one's gonna be. 1986, just about made that 88. Guys, I think this is gonna be a Canadian episode, so if you're not into that, definitely click on a different video. But we'll keep looking here, guys. Hopefully we can find some more cool stuff, and I will let you know when we do. All right, guys, I don't normally stop what I'm doing to record something like this, but this is just too bizarre not to record. Look at this, 1959 American penny now. This is, of course, going to be a memorial cent, and look at the condition on that. 1959 Denver right there. Again, a nice looking coin, just a beautiful finish on that, very nice shine, and whatever I have in the collection is definitely going to get replaced by that. Now this right here is the roll that I should have grabbed, guys. The very next roll, check this out. We just got a bird scent out of there, so I thought, you know, that might be worth filming, but then I saw something else that definitely made this worth filming. Oh, also this 2009, which came out right next to it. But check this out, guys. I saw this edge. I'm going to take it back really carefully here, because I don't want to scratch this coin up. It's another one of those shiny young head Canadians, and the date on that one is also 1959. Look at that coin, just as nice as the last 2 right there. That is so cool. Guys, I actually don't know anything about Canadian proofs, or if they did it, or in what years or anything like that. But if you're an expert on Canadians, let me know. Is this a proof coin? It really looks like it to me. So, wow, that is so cool, guys. We got 3 of them so far. And I don't think there's anything else in this roll, so we will get on to the next one, and I will turn the camera back on pretty soon. All right, guys, so we are about 10 rolls in at this point, and I just identified the first coin that's going to be going into the collection today, and it is this right here, a 2003 Canadian cent. As you can see, we got the older version of the head on the back side right there. I believe that's what they're still using on their other currency today, other than the penny, which was abolished in 2012 up in Canada. But as you can see up here, we do need that 2003 right there. So I will be putting that into the collection in that spot. And that means that for that particular series, all we need is the 07, 08, 09, and the 2012, which I will be keeping a sharp lookout for in today's box, especially because I've seen so many Canadian coins come out of here already. I will be showing you all of it together at the end, but for now I'm just going to get on to the next one, and hopefully we can find some more. So guys, we are now 12 rolls in, and I finally just got my first wheat penny on the box. It's really weird that it's taken this long. This is probably one of the longer periods that we've gone without finding a wheat penny in this series, but it is a 1947, and as you can see here, the wheat back. I saw the date side first, so I checked the book. We do already have the 1947, so we're just gonna go ahead and keep moving along and hopefully find some more stuff. All right, guys, the very next roll, I just flipped out a bird scent, which looks like it might actually have a little bit of luster left on it. Check this out. Super weird looking. It looks like it has like a layer that's almost peeling off sort of in the background of the bird there. Let's flip this over and see what it looks like on the other side. So pretty much the same story here. It looks like it might just have a little bit of luster left. Definitely nothing compared to those 1959s that we've been finding, but still very cool to see. And it's something that I don't think I've ever seen before, a bird scent that still has some luster on it. Very cool to see that. And actually, look at this, guys. We have more Canadians in this roll. This one also looks like it's going to be very shiny. It just missed being a young head there. I'll go ahead and flip this one, and we'll take a look at that other side right there. Definitely a little bit more scratched up. Definitely not as nice as those young heads, though. But that is still cool to see. And right here we have a 1968, which just missed the bird scent by 1 year there. That would be a 1967 on that bird scent that we found earlier. So this roll is definitely producing some stuff right here. As you can see, we just got another formative years, 2009 penny right there. So I'll pull that one out and see what else we have for the roll. That is really messed up looking, but I couldn't see the date on it. That is a nice shiny looking coin right there, 1973 Denver. Have been pulling those out, by the way. But I think that's it for the roll, guys. We'll get on to the next one. All right, so the next roll, just a couple rolls since we got that first wheat penny on the box. It looks like we're gonna get another one right here. This one coming out wheat side up, so we don't know the date on it quite yet. It does look a little bit older. I'm guessing probably gonna be in the 40s. So let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. Yep, so 1941. A pretty common date right there, especially on its own. As a plain variety, so we do already have that one in the book. I saw a couple more coins in this roll that we might want to look at though. So got a 78 Canadian there. I'll pull that out. And oh, look at that, guys. I was saying, you know, I think we might have some older edges. I was thinking that one in particular. Let's actually take a look. Oh, that's just a 59, so it's not a wheat penny, but we do have another one in this roll. So it is a 2 wheat roll, and that is a 1953 Denver. Also a very common wheat penny to find, so nothing too special right there. But that does make it a 2 wheat roll, which is pretty cool to see, especially after not seeing an entire wheat penny for 10 rolls. But that's it for that, except for this one, which maybe you guys saw when you were looking at these coins. Very weird damage pattern right there. But guys, on to the next one. Let's see what else we can get. So the very next roll, and I'm already seeing a shiny Canadian. I took a peek at the date. This one is going to be different than those 1959s that we've been finding. And look at that, right under there is going to be a wheat penny. We're finally hitting the wheats, by the way, it looks like. So we got a 1964 here. This one is going to be a young head, much easier to find, and definitely not as shiny as those 1959s, or it's not showing that sort of finish that I was seeing on the 59s. But again, a nice coin to be pulling out. We're only like 15 rolls into this at this point, guys. Here we have that wheat penny that was underneath. It is a 1944, very, very common wheat penny right there. Unfortunately, everything that we've been finding in the wheats has been super common, but it looks like this is gonna be another 2 wheat roll. Check that out, 1951 Denver. Once again, a very common wheat penny. Let's see if we can make it a 3 wheat roll here. Doesn't look like it though. I think, oh, maybe we will. Look at that. Guys, check this out. I don't know where these are coming from. Another 1953 Denver. Very weird looking wheat penny right there. But that is a 3 wheat roll plus that nice shiny looking Canadian coin. Guys, I think this has been the best roll out of the box so far. And we got plenty to go, so let's see what this one's gonna produce for us. All right, guys, I am like internally freaking out right now because I think I might have just found something that I haven't found in a long time. I pulled it out by the edge. It's this coin right here. It doesn't look like anything special, but the edge was super thick. It was like over in this region. I pulled it out over here and just took a look at the backside, and I started to realize that look at that mirror finish right there. Look at how that mirror finish is reflecting off of the light. And as you can see, it is much thicker than you would expect a regular penny to be. Now, I can only imagine that this is going to be a proof coin right here, which would make a lot of sense because you've seen all of the proof looking Canadians that we found. So this has to be a proof, guys. Let's see what we have here. 3, 2, 1. Yes, it is. Look at that, 2006 S. You don't typically see an S on a 2006, and that means that it is going to be a proof coin. As you can see right here on the placemat, we have a spot for a proof cent. The one that I gave an example of was a 2002, and this happens to be a 2006. So a few rolls later, and we got a couple of finds here. First of all, we get a nice shiny 1979. I'll pull that one out. And it looks like we have another wheat penny right here. I think this is our third 1953 Denver, so we'll definitely be pulling that one out as well. We always pull out the wheat pennies. And let's see if we have anything else in this roll. I'm seeing a lot of shiny coins, but of course I want to check those just to make sure, because you never know. at this point if we're going to get another proof. So definitely looking out for those. Although typically you can identify them by the edge. You will see a much thicker edge sticking out of the roll, and that will be a pretty surefire way to determine if you have a proof. But it looks like that's it for that roll, guys. We will get on to the next one. All right, guys, this is what I was hoping to find sooner or later in this box. We've been getting a lot of shiny Canadians, some shiny, 60s and 70s. We even got that 59, and now it looks like we might have just found a wheat penny that has a little bit of the luster left. It's not quite to the extent of that 59 that we found earlier, but there's definitely a lot of detail left on that coin, a lot of luster here. Let's flip this over and see what we have for a date. 3, 2, 1. 1954 Denver. So that is much better than what I was expecting, which was going to be, a 58D or a 57D. We got a 1954 Denver right there, and that is definitely going to be replacing one of the ones that we currently have in the collection, because the one that we have right now isn't looking so good. So, but it's not going to be one that we need, unfortunately. It's just not that big of a rare coin or anything like that. So, all right, so there's 74 Denver right there. I was looking, I saw a shiny coin over here I want to get to in a second. Just go through the rest of the roll real quickly. Doesn't look like anything, and here is the coin I wanted to look at. Look at that one. Let's see what we have for a date on that. 1971 Denver. Very nice looking coin right there. I will pull that one out, and that is the end of that roll, so we will get on to the next one. All right, so it's been a while since we got one of these. Looks like we finally pulled one out after 15 or so rolls. We got another one of those nice shiny looking young head Canadians right there, possibly a proof. Really don't know still. I'm not too well versed on the Canadian proofs, but let's see what we have for a year on this one. All right, look at that. We finally got a different year, 1958. So far it's been 59 and 64, and we just got a 1958. Look at that, guys. This had to be some sort of collection dump, in which case I really I feel bad for whoever had their collection, possibly broken into and spent, or if they had to do that, falling on hard times, whatever the case may be. But I'm glad that they're at least going to a good home. I'll definitely take care of these coins and put them in a good place, possibly into the collection. So let's see what else we have in this particular roll. And looks like we just got another young head. This one is not as nice and shiny though. It's our first kind of older looking young head. But I'm sure it'll be kind of in the same range. 1964 on that one. That's what we're more used to seeing, not those proof-like ones. But that's still good to pull out. Definitely gonna pull that one out. And that's pretty gross right there. Not sure what that is, but that is why I wear the glove. And I think that's it, guys. So we will get on to the next one. A couple rolls later here, and it looks like we might have another one of those shiny-looking young heads. Came out on the far end of the roll this time. And let's take a look at this one. Again, coming out obverse side up, so we're not seeing the date yet. Let's see what we have for this one. 3, 2, 1. 1964, so another 64. The most common date so far is the 1959. I believe that's our second 64 right there. Looks like we have a 2009 in this roll, and I think we might, yeah, we got a wheat penny right there, so we'll take a look at that in a second here. It's a 2009, a professional life it looks like, and that is a Philadelphia, so we'll pull that one out. And what do we have for that wheat penny? Now this one's looking a little bit older. It might just be well circulated though, so let's see what we got here. 3, 2, 1. All right, yeah, very well circulated for a 1958 Denver. Of course, we have plenty of those in the collection already, so we will keep moving through this roll, see if we have anything else of note here. And it doesn't look like it, so we will get on to the next one. All right, guys, the very next roll had yet another very nice looking young head Canadian. This one came out with the date side up, and so we were able to see that this is gonna be a little bit older. We did get a 58 earlier, and we just got our second one right there, 1958. I think that's probably my favorite date so far. I like those older ones. If we could get into like the 53, 54 range, then we'd be talking about some really seriously collectible coins, especially for a Canadian in that date range, and especially if we could get back into the KG era. But that's what we got right there. That is just another nice looking coin. I'm kind of turning it so you can see all of the different angles that it has and the shine and the light. So that is our second 58, and I think that's the end of the roll, so we'll get on to the next one. All right, guys, something a little different here. I described earlier in the video that I still need the 2009 Denver Presidency coin. We've had some false alarms in the last few episodes. I always pull them out like this, and then I flip them over to see if it's going to be a 2009 Denver or not. Still don't know for this one because it came out with the reverse side up. Let's see if we're going to get the Denver here. 3, 2, 1. Oops, flipped it over the wrong way. I was thinking Canadian. Unfortunately, we are not. That is going to be a Philadelphia. So we'll put that one to the side, and I guess we'll just keep looking for that that Denver. Guys, I think we might have. This one's hard to say. We do have an S-mint here, but it probably isn't going to be a proof. I think they did mint the S-mint coins up through 1975, at the very earliest 1974. So I don't think that one's going to be a proof. Still a weird looking coin though, so I'll pull it out just in case. And I think that's the end of this roll, so we will get on to the next one. All right, guys, so out of the roll that I just did, I was able to pull 2 more young heads. These ones don't have quite the luster that we're used to seeing. We have a 64 here, very common looking young head right there. This one is a nice older date though, even though it is looking a little bit older, 1957. Actually should check the book to see where we stand on that particular coin. I think when we get back into actually it looks like, guys, we don't have this one in the book yet. So we have 58 through 64, but we do not have the 1957. So this one actually is going to go into the book. I would prefer to have a nice shiny 1957 in there, but I will take that 57 as well. So that is the second coin going into the book today, 1957, and we got about 10 more rolls to go. Hopefully we can get some more. Very next roll, and we have another Prooflike Canadian right here. Take a look. It is a 1964, and it's got that same luster. We're getting pretty used to finding these at this point. All right, guys, check this out. This is a coin I haven't seen since like episode 3 or 4 of Coin Quest, but this is another very nice example right here of what is known as actually the rarest regular memorial cent, 1968S, and it is in beautiful shape. Very nice to see another one of those come out of the roll. I do already have one of equal or maybe even greater shape already in the collection, so I will just put that one to the side. But always love to find another 1968S, especially one that looks like that. And it looks like, guys, we might actually have a young head here, which is in a little bit worse shape than what we're used to seeing, but still very nice, and it is a different date, which is nice to see, 1962. So I'll pull that one out. That one might actually end up going into the collection as well. And I think that's about it for this roll right here. It doesn't look like we have any more old stuff, so we will get on to the next one. I've been saying that a lot because there's a lot of nice rolls in this box, but we only have about 5 more to go, so let's see what else we can find. All right, guys, I'm down to my second to last roll, and actually in the last 3 rolls, I found 3 pretty common wheat pennies that I didn't figure were worth showing at the time that I found them, 52D, 55D, and 46, but I think this roll is definitely worth showing. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. So first off, I see a young head right here. This one is going to be a 1964, pretty standard a young head right there. But it looks like we also have a wheat penny in the roll, which is a 1957. Once again, pretty common. But if you look over here, we have yet again another nice shiny looking Canadian. Now this one is actually not going to be a young head. This is a 1965. So not going to be a young head, but still going to be a pretty nice old shiny Canadian coin right there. So I will put that one to the side. All right, guys, welcome to the wrap up. So this is the back side of the placemat that I've been using. We're going to be using the Quin Coins official small cent coin roll hunting competition score sheet to score this box, just to see how well we did. So starting up here with the wheat cents from the 40s and 50s, that's all of the wheat pennies that we found today. Those are the more common ones, so they're worth 5 points a piece. We got 14 of them here, so really not a bad box for wheat pennies, even though it started out pretty poorly. Now moving down here, guys, this is something that I hardly ever get. I've never gotten one in the Coin Quest series, a proof coin, which is scored a little bit low in my opinion at this point. Only 10 points for that 2006S proof coin that we got right there. Such a cool coin to find in a box, and I think it should probably be worth a little bit more points, but you know, what are you gonna do? That's just what it is. So the 2009s here now, we got 8 of those, 4 of them, excuse me, were formative years, 2 professional life and 2 presidency. We were missing the birth and early childhood in this box. Now getting down to the meat of this particular box, guys, young heads from 1953 up through 1964. 64. We got a whopping 13 of them, and the majority of those were these super shiny, really nice looking coins from the 50s and the 60s. So as you can see there, we got 2 58s, 3 59s, a whole bunch of 64s, that 62 which was in slightly worse condition than the rest, and a couple of more standard ones that we're used to seeing right there. Now moving down to finally the last different type of coin that we got in the box was a bird cent, and we actually got 2 of them, and one of them had a little bit more luster than the rest. So totaling all of that up, it comes out to a total of 168 points. And let's not forget that 1957 Canadian, which actually went into the book today. That was also worth a nice 5 points. And of course that 2003, which we put right up here. So we got 2 coins into the Canadian book, unfortunately none into the American book today, but that thing is just getting so full of coins that it hardly can ever get anything into it. This was definitely a more Canadian based box. So guys, as always, if you want to get one of these coin roll hunting penny placemats for yourself to aid you in your own penny roll hunting, you can head on over to quinscoins.com. Links will be down in the description below. As you can see, as I've showed throughout the video, we have all the different types of coins that you can find on the front of it, including all 4 2009s and all the different coins like Flying Eagle, Indian Head Penny, Wheat Penny. We found a whole bunch of those today, and of course your memorial and shield date cents. And then on the back, as I just showed you, we have the score sheet for the official Quin Coins coin roll hunting competition, and I use that to score the boxes. One of the more overlooked features of the placemat is this key date Lincoln cents area here and the low mintage Lincoln cents area. It's basically a list of all of the coins that are either below 50 million minted or below 10 million minted. This section is useful for new hunters especially, but really it's meant for anyone because it's hard to keep track of all of the dates in your mind. I can't even do it myself, so I find myself sometimes referencing these lists to see if I got either a key date or a low mintage coin. But like I said, I think that's just sort of overlooked on these placemats. It is a very useful tool, especially if you're a new hunter. And as I said, guys, if you want to get these for yourself, head on over to quinscoins.com. Links will be down in the description below. But anyways, guys, that is going to pretty much do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to go down below and leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, because we post new videos like this every single week, always bring you along with the hunts and having a good time. And as always, I'm Quinn, and this is Quin Coins signing out, and I will see you in the next one.